How is everybody doing today? Yeah, we are back at it. A bit of a break yesterday as I was having audio problems. Camera is still dead. The camera is in the mail, just waiting for it to arrive here, and we are ready to get going. It's ACBL day, so we will be watching for that today. I'm going to continue to have Waiter on the board here. ABCL. Abcl. Okay, so we want that up. Um, Do 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 do. It's gonna be one of those days. Good morning, GXO. How you doing? Um, no, you the beaver. Um, Morning, cut the mullet. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. It's gonna be an interesting day. I'm pretty interested to see where ABCL comes out here. Pretty pumped about this. On the long term, like we looked at this a bit yesterday with Martini on stream, and it's a really interesting company that I'm a big fan of. The other things that I'm going to be watching today, guys, Skylight. So this was CVI originally. Now it's SHG. It's changed its name, but they requested to be halted on the Canadian markets yesterday uh, because they had news dropping. The news was that they've already sold 12 million more shares of the company at $1 a piece. This is just a great cash injection for them, paired with the news that they acquired a 16th state as far as their holdings. Um, do 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 do. When are you allowed to buy ABCL? When it opens to the market. We don't have an exact time. There's no, this is when it's available. Typically, we've been seeing the IPOs drop sometime between 12:30 and 1:30 though. So expect to look to the afternoon in some way. So Skylight Health guys, they're already in 15 states. This is now Florida that they are in. This is a big state to get into as far as buying clinics. What this company is doing, guys, is this is my GDRX alternative play. With this, what we are looking at is this mix of CBD prescriptions as well as teledoc, as well as actual physical clinics for vaccination. So, what this company's practice has been is to find EBITDA positive clinics, purchase them, and bring them under the Skylight Health Group. And so, little by little, as they acquire a profitable clinic, they build up the funds, and then bam, they buy another one, and then they buy another one, and then they buy another one, and then they buy another one. And they've just continued doing this, guys. So if we go to, I'm not sure that this is going to come up. SHG. Yeah, no, it doesn't come up on this. So let's go to the charts here. Um, so SHG, guys, Skylight Health Group. This is on the TSX. One Flux 2 with that sub. Thank you so much, man. Much appreciated. Bum bum. Get that beaver. So if we want to look at SHG, let's go over the last 6 months. Okay. So in the last 6 months, guys, if you got into SHG around August, you would have got in around that 20 cent mark. It is now $1.12. So you'd be up 500% since August on this thing. Now, I got in around here, around the 69 level, in mid to late November. This thing is already up to $1.12. So okay, crazy, crazy, crazy. And I bought and sold several times. So I bought here, sold here, moved that capital into another play, made some cash, came back to it, got in here. Right now, my current holding average on this is 97 cents. and we're at a buck 15. So so far so good. I'm excited to see what this does as it comes at the halt. It's already at a buck 15 right now. Who knows how far this could run, but pretty excited about what it's doing. Other tickers that I am watching today, guys, started looking into this yesterday. Kraken Robotics. Kraken Robotics is probably a no name to many of you, but um, it is another OTC for you in the States. In Canada, you can trade it. Um, so with Kraken, guys, what's of interest here is this as far as the earnings go for me. What you see is a company that started off very small, but it's one of the fastest growing tech companies on the East Coast in Canada. For a lot of people, they'd say, well, that's not really a big deal. Okay. Well, these guys went from in 2018, they almost tripled, they doubled at least. From around 5 million to over 11 million in revenue. Um, in 2020, which has been kind of a crazy year as far as COVID goes, they were able to actually increase their revenue. They're estimated anyway to increase their revenue over the entirety of the year. And then you've got their estimate on 2021, which is 25 million. They're looking to more than double again. So for me, this stock here being at around 43 cents has a huge opportunity for growth. It has me extremely interested. This would be a long-term hold that I'm probably looking at getting into, but that's another one that I'm watching today. Of course, we have Abcl. I will be looking at getting into that as well. I know a lot of you guys are big on DoorDash and Airbnb, but for me, Abcl is definitely the one that I am interested in that respect, in that regard. All kinds of news out of Disney yesterday, guys. Not a surprise. Trump conceded. Oh, okay. He did not actually concede. They're saying because he said the Biden administration, um, that they're taking that as him conceding. Yeah. So they're taking that as Trump conceding the election. I don't think that that's actually how that works, but there that is. Pre-market, what are we looking at here? Watch list. SPY is down pre-market. Now Pfizer looks like it's going to be there, but we will wait and we will see. Um, ACRX guys got some, I mean, relatively good results out of their offering. So there was an offering yesterday. I was a bit concerned about that. It was a $1.20 offering on the stock. It actually went up yesterday, and it's up pre-market here as well, $1.43. So positive movement on ACRX, even despite the offering that fell yesterday. I'm pretty excited for where this is looking to go over the next little bit here. The other ones that are getting prepped to go, I guess I should open the options portfolio here as well. I'm going to open marbles too, so we can run that marbles game. Um, okay. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, Iconian?
Bulletin received.
Bulletin received. Dun dun dun. Um, so as far as option guys, I've got a bunch of these December options next week coming into. Um, looks like IB's having problems again in the States. We've got a couple of options that look like they're going to expire worthless into this month unless AMC sees a serious fall today. Um, these ACRX calls, unless we get news of the Army purchases, I don't think that we'll see ACRX run to 250. Who knows if we get that before the end of next week? If we do, fantastic. That'll be some money in my pocket. Otherwise, nothing. Space, I don't know that we see space fall, but time will tell. And what was the other one? Yeah, AMC. AMC did have an offering drop today, guys. They are going. Not only did they receive a $100 million loan, they did also. Um, they did also agree to put out 22 million more shares. So it's a dilution event. We could see AMC fall further. Knockerat, thanks for the follow, man. Much appreciated. Love to know how you found me. If you guys are new to the channel, please let me know how you found me. It's very, very interesting to me how on Twitch and on YouTube how people are tripping across the stream. So always interested in that. RSX guys, this is a nothing for me. How's the port looking pre? AC is back up level. I don't know what that means. These guys here are gonna get. Um, Bye. Bye, hon. Love you. Just gonna ban these guys out here so I don't have to deal with their crap. Perfect. Spammer's gonna spam. All right, fantastic. Get out of here, Iconian. Who are you kicking out of here? How's the pre-market looking? I mean, yeah, SPY's down a little bit. The other things that we have here, guys, I did take a DGLY call for February, 450. The spammers, kick the spammers. Yeah, instead of a timeout, I gave them a ban. So you got two for the price of one on that, and they're banned forever. Yeah, no. So DGLY guys, I did take 450 calls for February. I think that into the Biden administration, into COVID lockdowns, as well as I think that we will see a federal mandate for body cams and dashboard cameras. I think that that's going to be a thing moving forward. Um, so for DGLY to hit 450 by February, I think is quite reasonable. They continue to pick up police force after police force after police force, so I think that they're going to be just okay in hitting that, just fine in hitting that. As far as Hill goes, Hill, I think we can probably continue to see run on Biden getting the electoral vote. Reminder, guys, that's next week, December 15th. We get that electoral vote. Baba, I've got 325 calls for February. I think the Baba's going to see a big turnaround as we head towards their earnings. Gap, I'm looking for a recovery. Ralph Lauren got some positive news. Looks like institutional buyers are getting bullish on retail again. So Gap should do nicely as far as coming back on that. Um, looking at April, I do have ET in April. Yeah, they did. What it was an officer from a precinct explaining why DGLY's service is so good. It wasn't quite the big announcement that I had hoped it would be. It was interesting how they played that, but I was hoping for a much bigger announcement than that. What percent of my portfolio do I dedicate to options? So when I started the year with 2,200 US in equity and 500 in options. So at that time, it was about a quarter. Right now, there's about 3,500 in options, and there's about um, 40,000 in equity. So, um, kind of the for me, I don't add into the options portfolio. I just leave the options portfolio. I trade what the options portfolio makes. So, what do you think about Amazon going into Christmas? They've come down a bit. Amazon through Christmas, not going into Christmas, but through Christmas. If you're willing to hold into their Q4 earnings, they're going to do well. I mean, if they've come down a bit, that's great because that provides the option for you to play them along through their Q4 earnings. I think they're going to crush it on Q4. With retail malls all but shut down, Amazon is where people are shopping. It's where they're doing their Christmas shopping. Um, the other long-term calls I have, guys, I do have Kodak calls, $40 calls for June. I do see that loan coming in with them. And then Cinemark, DGLY, $3 calls again for January of next year. CCL calls, I see cruise lines recovering, Gap again, and American Airlines. I may be looking at exiting some of these other positions here in order to move some cash into an MGM lead, but we'll see what we do with that. Let's run the marbles here, though, guys. Here's my game capture. All right. Let's adjust that. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Insane flashing waffle. Let's do this. All right, guys. As always, I will be playing against you! Exclamation mark. Play to get in. Get in, get in, get in. Winner gets to pick the ticker that we watch heading into the market today. Everybody in, all the kids up in the pool. Yeah, I mean, people loves one every single day this week. It looks like you got a little bit more competition today, people. But for now, yeah, yeah, let's see it. All right, you got 10 seconds to get in. If you're not in, that's on you. Okay, bunch of blocks. Bump, 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 bump. Whoa, somebody just get launched? Yeah, iBear just got launched. Holy jumping. What is going on? Three people just died there. I have no idea what launched them like that. But away they go. Rip. All right. As for the rest, neck and neck. I'm giving you a run for your money. GXO and Ubeta using that sweet sub boost. We all know that subs get the boost on the down low, right? I know that's not an official thing, but it feels like it's a real thing. So, all you subs out there, huge thank you, by the way, guys. Stream is growing very, very nicely. The stream was providing beer dollars. Now it's providing whiskey dollars. You guys have gone a long way to making that happen. So, GXO takes the win. Look at that. See what I tell you? Both the subs, number 1 and number 2. I'm not sure what the point of all those hammers and stuff is, because it doesn't really do anything. GXL, what ticker would you like us to watch this morning heading into market? Rigged. You know it. You know it. I'm all about that rigged life. GXO, need that sweet ticker, man. EGHT. I don't know this one. What is this? Ooh, look at that. Look at that big green candle on this thing at the gate. What is this? EGHT. I'm not familiar. Abnormal volume. Okay. EGHT. 8x8. Voice video chat contact center. It's like a Zoom knockoff. Okay, cool. Zoom knockoff. Having a big old gain here. We look at the scanners. Unusual volume for the day. A2's down 25% off of its run yesterday. Lasers down there. Seeing a lot of these guys that were big runners just fizzling and falling off. The reason why I have the unusual volume sorted by the average volume is because I'm looking for a discrepancy between these, right? I'm looking for something that's really showing. So TBGY would be a great example of this, where you see that the average volume is 153,000 on the day and they're up 1.5 million, right? Here's another one. Segro, 192,000, 1.5 million today. 200 Sanoa, 286, 9 million. So I'm looking for those discrepancies. These are the low float pumpers, guys. These are the guys that are growing like crazy. Segro is 420, which is ironic, but big sheet here, big sheet. This looks like it's doing well. I just now realized that was the 6 month chart. I mean, today it's not bad. It maintained those gains. It hasn't fallen off, so that's fantastic to see. Let's check the holdings. How are we doing today? SHG is still halted, guys, but before the halt is lifted, it's going up in price. So pretty pumped about this. I've got a 97-cent entry. It's up to 117 already. I think that's a great opportunity for that to continue to go. Mara's down today, unfortunately. This looks... Oh, okay. It got rid of all the positions that I had closed. Is that what it did here? Mara, Waiter, ACRX. Those are the big ones. So ACRX is up a little bit, guys. I was worried about the dilution event yesterday. It seems like that didn't affect it. It's doing all right. It's coming back up. I got a $1.69 average on this, about 13 grand in it. I think that ACRX, as we get closer and closer and closer to this Army agreement, is going to be there. Mara did fall down pre-market to the 480s from the 530 finish, or the $5 finish yesterday. As long as it stays around this $5 range, I'm okay with that. It is looking like it's buying back up right now, so that's fine. Waiter does look like it's getting a little bit of love and buying up a bit. With Uber and Lyft, yeah, for me, guys, Mara is a long hold. I don't plan to exit this until September of next year, unless we see a serious pop on it to some egregious number. Um, I think that I see this as a 300% gainer. We do have ABCL going today. Dash is down again. So it's continuing to move down here. I'm going to get rid of Dash off my list because that's not really important to me. The other one yesterday was Airbnb, guys. Let's see how Airbnb is doing today. AMC is down 12 cents. I need it to fall a lot harder than that. Airbnb is around that 149, 150 line. So it's not really moving a ton one way or the other. Waiter was like, if you look at Waiter, if you look at that run up to that Dash IPO, let's go 10 days. This is that just before that Dash IPO. I thought that this was going to go, it was going to keep going though. I probably should have exited at 450 and then look for a re-entry, but it is what it is. I'm still in it. The opportunity to make cash was there. I am green on it, so I don't feel terrible about that. Um, yeah, I am green on it. It is buying back up. Yeah, I mean it was interesting. So the Dash IPO guys was extremely overpriced, but I guess it was a rumor news thing, in my opinion. I think it was a rumor news that buy the rumor, sell the news. Now is Wader a good long term hold? Yeah, absolutely. They're profitable over and over and over and over again, and everybody's just holding their breath of when do they get bought out, right? All of these other smaller players are getting bought out. It's kind of uh, even when do Uber or DoorDash or Just Eat Takeaway, when do they show up and just acquire Wader, and at what price? So let's see. ACRX is up again a little bit today. I'm pretty happy with that. I am waiting for SHG to come out of the halt here, though. I'm excited to see what this does. SNDL is up a little bit today. Not a ton, but it's up a little bit. Volume is 61. Let's go. I kind of want these volumes. Average volume. Yeah, that's kind of how I want that set up. I want to be able to see the volume and what's happening here, but volume today is 62 million on Sundial already. This thing is just huge, huge, huge volume. Um, Scanners, let's see. Average volume. I'm not sure what relative range is here. I kind of want to have. I mean, this is an interesting one. I'd kind of like to have this more visible. Because this is showing you real time kind of what the trend is. So you're looking at, is this principally green or red? If I'm seeing something that's almost predominantly green in this trend, and I see a large amount of volume versus, I don't know that this needs to be so damn big though. There we go. I'm looking at average volume here, right? And I wish there was a discrepancy between the two. Um, why did ALNA pop yesterday? Let's find out. This is where StockTwits does come in handy, guys. So this is it. 0.72 asset management reports an 8% passive stake. So somebody got in. Oh, is PNG moving? I did want to get into that, but where did that just go? Hmm. Oh, there it is. I don't see PNG doing anything right now. Nothing on it. I will probably be getting into PNG. Um, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of the bulk of waiter right now. Um, I'm still in it. I'm not gonna completely get rid of it, but this is not TD Ameritrade. So that's the first thing, guys. I know this seems similar to Thinkorswim. This is actually TD Waterhouse. This is the Canadian. Um, this is the Canadian dashboard. Okay, so waiter did get filled. I've got to head over to tip ranks here real quick and just make that adjustment on my portfolio. Um, okay, and hopefully that gives me some buying power here. Yeah, I got a little bit of buying power now. I do want cash available for. Why am I releasing the waiter? DoorDash, I haven't heard a peep about DoorDash on it, and I would rather have that cash available. I'm not completely liquidating the position. I still have 1,000 shares, so there's 3 grand in there. It's not a small holding. Um, I took some profit. Yeah, heading into Biden, I think that's just going to happen. Um, Freezer burn, oi, oi, oi! 7 months. I think freezer burn, you may be the leader. I don't know who's been sub the longest, but damn, man. Huge thank you, guys. Seriously, everybody that has been supporting the channel. It may not seem like crazy big money, but it means a lot. That you guys come here every day, you hang out, we chill, we think together, we learn together. Like, it's just a blast. So I really appreciate that you guys are here, that you're hanging out. I know there's lots of other stock streamers, so big up. Did you win channel points on Dash? Anybody that won on that prediction, definitely won. Prediction for today. Let's do that now. So let's start a prediction, and the prediction is going to be Abcl. It's supposed to open at $20. So Abcel at close is the gamble. And I want to know, ladies and gents, Abcel at the close, is it going to be over $20 or under $20? Okay. So those are your options. You've got 5 minutes to make your choice. Okay. So there's your prediction, guys. Venomous in the chat. What's up, man? Oh yeah, I'm sure Venomous is a fellow Disney fan. I don't actually have Disney holdings. Venomous does have some, full disclosure. But both of us are Disney fans, and Disney, after its announcements yesterday, I'm sure is loving it. Yeah, they're up 8%. That makes sense. Great day for Disney. All you Disney fans out there. Um, really, really solid. Bum, 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 bum. Spy, 1 day. Today. Minute. Yeah, I mean, Spy is low. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. I personally, guys, I'm not allowed to predict. I don't think it lets me predict. But my personal bias on this, guys, would be um, probably over 20. I think it's going to go over 20. There's no bid ask on it. We don't know. But for me, I'm feeling that we're probably looking at that. Why did I exit Waiter, guys? Because it's not. I should have got out at 450. I didn't. I waited and I held. I still think that there's opportunity there, but I need to have cash available for Abcl today. So, um, do I think that Disney has staying power on this announcement? Um, I I mean, I think it stays above 165. I don't know that it runs to 170 though. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, P&G up 7% today. It got close, but then it sold off. I think there's a big seller there. What is BFT? I don't know BFT. BFT. So yesterday 1280, today 1390. Uh, what do you think about Microsoft for an option play a month out? I I would prefer, in my opinion, Microsoft through Q4 is a better play. So I would look at something maybe June over something a month out, to be honest. Uh,
Is that your official opinion?
that is my opinion. Good morning. It's Abcel day. I'm very excited. I could not sleep. I woke up very early, very excited for today.
Oh, Rita's awake. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm awake.
So SHG is not out of halt yet, guys, but when it comes out of halt, I'm pretty excited. The news was that they picked up another EBITDA positive clinic chain in Florida this time. So now they have 16 states that their clinics are in. As well, they sold $10 million privately uh, of shares in the company, which is just great that there's private investors that are still interested in this thing. But an acquisition of an EBITDA positive group of clinics in Florida heading into vaccinations is a-okay in my books. This company is just
Rita.
looking better and better and better.
Neo YOLO calls. I hate myself for doing it, but I just took one. So
what are my thoughts on GLSI? My thoughts on GLSI, guys. I went over this a couple times yesterday, the day before as well. If you look at this over 10 days. So this is now what we're going to see on GLSI is what's called biodegradation, okay? Um, um, so what happens with biostocks is you get really good news and then nothing for a long time because they're developing the drug out, right? With GLSI, it had great numbers. I'm not 100% efficacy is a great number. Um, sorry, the ticker on the clinic is SHGFF. Unless you can trade on the Canadian. Venomous, are you in? No, you are in the States. Yeah. You're in the States. You're not West Coast Canada. In Canada, you can trade at SHG on the CSE. It is getting uplisted to the TSXV. Man, the letters. GLSI though, GLSI bought up guys on that 100% efficacy with breast cancer, which is great. It is. It really is. However, when I looked at the actual report, it took them 5 years to get that data, and it was only 168 people. That's not a large enough sample group to prove squat. 168 people is a negligible phase 2 study. So the results on a phase 3, again, guys, I think that this is an excellent short. I think we see biodegradation on this thing for the next year. I think we see it come back down to 20 real quick. And that's kind of where it'll sit. sit around that $20 range. It did get good news. It did have good results, but it did not get an FDA approval. It's not even done a phase 3 trial. So, in my opinion, GLSI is way, way, way overbought and needs to come back to reality. That they're going to hold around 20 is probably just because breast cancer is such a huge deal. And if they do actually have the cure for breast cancer, it's worth it at 20. However, any negative news on this thing and it will plummet to the grave. It'll be gone forever. So my thoughts on GLSI when I read that report was I'm not going to touch this. I'm not going to get into it because I am not a fan of that sample group. So we do have a halt here, guys, on the scanners. FAT, F-A-T, FAT Brands is up 72%. I'm looking for some major differences here, though. Let's go to top volume for the day. So VT, guys, looks like 33 million volume on an average 600,000. It's up 85% on the day at $4. No clue what they do, but let's take a look at the chart. It's a therapeutics company. So that's a big jump. 225 to 250. No problem. Happy to drop that replay. Yeah, I mean, as far as like, oh, my portfolio's down on the day, I must be an idiot. I must be doing something wrong. I don't buy into that sentiment. You're gonna have losing days. It happens. Actually, one of the issues that I've got is that people hear that input of like, oh, you had a losing day, you're an idiot, and then they go do something stupid, right? Like, oh, I'll just sell off my portfolio because clearly I'm doing it wrong. And then they look back at what they could have had a week from now and go, oh, it came right back to where it was. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have listened to the guy on the internet that said I'm an idiot because I had a red day. You're gonna have red days. Like, I was green on Monday. I am now down 10% in this portfolio. It's just a bit of the reality. You got to bite that bullet sometimes, right? BCRX is doing better. Sweet. So if you're gonna make a hard decision, I understand there are some decisions where it feels like you got to make it that moment. It has to be made right now, but that those instances happen a lot more often when you are a degen or a day trader. So for me, it's just like, don't trade like a degen. My target for ACRX is $8 to $10. I'd love for it to go more, but $8 to $10 at least. Let's see here. ALNA is at $1.30 here. That's not bad. I think we keep DGLY here. You expect it to hit that next year? I expect ACRX to hit that on its Q4 earnings and on military orders. I'm hoping military orders takes it pretty close. But if not, the military earnings, then their Q4 or military orders, their Q4 earnings. I hope we'll take it there. So I'm willing to hold this into. Well, I'm probably, who knows if I'm going to exit in Q1, Q2, but the plan is to see that movement on military orders first, and then into Q1, Q2, depending on how hard it runs on the military orders that are coming in. That'll depend on whether I size down on it or leverage back into it. I probably won't average back into it, given that it's 38% of my portfolio at the moment. I really do have just 3 big holdings. I did free up some cash today for Abcl, so I do have 4,000 buying power that is going to go into Abcl today. Looking to secure some additional funds to throw into that. All in all, I'd probably like to get about 9 grand into Abcl today. I think over the next 90 days, Abcl is going to be a big deal. So yeah, Abcl is later today, guys. Don't know exactly when it's gonna open on the market, but they are projecting a $20 open for it. So I am pretty pumped for that today. I know it's just a lot of you guys are IPO drained after this week, but this is the one that I'm most excited about, I think, out of all of them. SHG is still halted here. I'm wondering when they get the lift on that. The other one that I started looking at, guys, was Kraken. For you guys in the States, I think it's KNGFF. For those of you that are in Canada and can trade it. Oh, no, it's not KNG. What is it? PNG? What is it? Yeah, PNG. PNGFF. So it's up 7.5% today. I hum and hawed on this yesterday. I should probably just pulled the trigger on it, but I like what I see with this. They're expecting double the return or double the revenue in 2021 over 2020. This is probably one that I'm going to throw a couple grand into. It's on the watch list. I don't know that I'm going to enter today. I think I'll probably give it a little bit here, but we'll see what SHG does today. If SHG runs to over 120, 125, then I will probably look to move out of SHG and into PNG. But we'll see. We will see. Did the podcast talk about Abcl, ABCL, not ACBL? No, all good. I just want to make sure that people have the right ticker because that can kind of suck, right?
Yeah, get it right.
Well, I mean, it's important. So we saw this, Redemption and I saw this, right? Redemption and I saw this on DoorDash where we were joking the day before. Oh, look, I put in the wrong ticker on my title. I put in Door, DOOR instead of Dash. And then we were laughing about it, like, oh, it wouldn't be funny if people buy up Door by accident. And sure as shit, tell me what happens. It IPOs and Door goes up, and it's like, oops. Why is ABCL such a good stock to buy again? Okay, so let's do this. Let's do my quick overview of ABCL, just so everybody's on the same page with it. Okay, so everybody knows who this guy here is, right? At this point, I think everybody's fairly aware of this gentleman, Peter Thiel. Now, this was a big issue. Everybody gets upset that Peter Thiel was pro-Trump, but Peter Thiel is part of the PayPal Mafia. He's been involved in IPOs already this year. You're most familiar probably with Palantir, but he's part of the PayPal Mafia. What these guys touch turns to gold. Yeah, 20 was what the projected open was. And for me, yeah, so my thoughts on Palantir, guys, not Palantir, my thoughts on Peter Thiel and the PayPal Mafia is what they touch turns to gold. They don't attach themselves to projects that don't look like they're going to change things. Now, Abcl, Abcel is really interesting because people were asking me about it. Martini asked me about it. People in the Discord. By the way, if you're not a part of the Discord, you can hop in there and hang out with us. We're in there lurking all day, literally all day because Martini hops in.
I'm not paying attention. I'm doing the DM, so
Yeah.
I don't know what's going.
No. You're good. I was just saying that you were asking me about Abcel because it seemed like a biostock. What I realized very quickly is that Abcel is not a biostock. I may have words that sound like they're bio related, but this is a tech company, and you need to treat it as such, which gives me a lot more confidence and understanding as to why Peter Thiel is on it, because he recognizes that this is a new application for tech that needs to be taken into consideration and isn't being used widespread. Are there companies out there using this concept of AI to process genomes and look for potential cures? Yes, there are a couple out there, but there's no leaders in the industry right now. There's nobody far ahead. What was interesting with Abcel is Abcel's first client that they worked with was Eli Lilly, which is one of the biggest companies in the world. Just absolutely massive company, right, guys? And the results that they got out of using Abcel were quite positive. So what it does essentially is they take AI, and inside their database they have data on the immune systems, white blood cells of all kinds of, not just people, so different demographics, age groups, yada yada yada. But they also have a wide range of DNA and of animals. So rabbits, mice, primates, all of those. And what it's doing is it's very similar to a puzzle piece. And for those of you who heard the puzzle analogy that I did yesterday on this, just bear with me. It's not going to be that much longer, and we'll be able to get through this. But essentially, when we build a puzzle, we take a look at a puzzle, and when we're building the puzzle out, we look at the picture on the box, or we look at similar pieces that have similar pictures, right? It wants similar pictures, or we build the outside of the puzzle and then we kind of fill in the pieces that match alongside it. What this does instead is it picks a piece out of the box, and let's say the puzzle that we're trying to solve is the cure for the common cold, right? It says, okay, what the problem that we have is the common cold. That's the problem we're looking to solve. So this is the common cold puzzle. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab one piece and we're going to run the AI against it to check all of the other pieces in the box to plug it together. And it's like, okay, that seems like a really long. That seems like a long process for us to go piece by piece in the box and try every single one to see which one fits. But with AI, it's actually not that bad because you're not doing that work. You just plug it in the computer and let it run. Right? So you just throw it in there and it runs through it and says, okay, we're trying to find a cure for the common cold. Great, here's the problem that needs to be solved. Let's just start throwing things at it. Um, So really what has me excited about this is that their process as far as how they are going to attack the bio industry is extremely different from what most bio companies do. Because it's so costly to produce drugs, the reality is most companies focus on rare drugs, or rare diseases, things that are very complicated. And they don't attack things that are very general or generic. Because the generic things, well, yeah, kind of whatever, big deal. Somebody gets the flu, yada, 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 right? But with Abcel, because they're able to just plug this into a machine and go, yeah, you're gonna have people monitoring the results and shipping out the results, but for the most part, the heavy lifting is being done by the computers, which allows them to work on a broad span. So they're looking to apply this to widely spread common illnesses as opposed to very niche rare diseases. And what I love about that is because they are just helping other companies do this, they're not actually producing the drugs themselves, they can run a whole pile of different scenarios all at once for a whole bunch of different companies. And then what they've looked to do with the contract with Eli Lilly is they take a percentage off of every single dose or every single treatment that comes as a result of their testing, which is huge because that means that they get a little piece of every company that they work with, right? Everything that goes out there. So let's say that, great, so they're working with Eli Lilly on their COVID vaccine. We know that there's already purchases of that. They're going to see a piece of that. But let's say that they come up with something for the common cold. Let's say that they come up with something for diabetes. Let's say that they come up with something for schizophrenia. Let's say that they come up, whatever, right? They're going to constantly have these new innovations. And because they're not absorbing the cost of actual producing the drug, they're just running computers on this stuff. They eliminate a huge amount of the cost that bio companies typically face. That gives them a huge advantage here because all that they're doing is continuously plugging things into a machine. Go machine, go machine, go. And yeah, they're going to continue to update that machine. They're going to try to get the best data on. They've got doctors that are working in the company to make sure that everything's bang on. Their team is kind of nutty. Outside of Peter Thiel, they have an extremely qualified team. Everybody, like PhD, 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 PhD. And I know that if you've been on this stream before, guys, you know I'm not huge on post-secondary education unless you're in a specialized field. But in biopharmaceutical, it is a special field, right? So taking a look at this, PhD, PhD, PhD. I mean, this guy's got more letters than I've ever seen here before. This guy, yikes. PhD. This guy's obviously in the accounting. He's the CFA, so no PhD there. Peter Thiel might as well have a PhD in badassery and making money. Andrew Booth, guys, has his MBA. Again, he's the CFO, so these guys probably work together. They're not actually in the medical side of things; they're in the money side of things. But again, PhD, 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 PhD. This is a marketing person that's got a PhD. PhD, PhD. Like it's a really, really smart group, right? Yeah, this is some alphabet soup after the same, which again, it probably isn't a bad thing. I don't know what all those designations are: MB, CHB, FRSC, CM, OBC. But if you're somebody that knows what those are, that's probably important. But that everybody on this board is PhD involved for the large part. It is fairly reassuring to me. Now, a lot of people are wondering, like Millennial typically says the biotank stock at IPO. For me, this is not a bio stock. This is a tech stock, and that's why that's important. If I really thought that this was a bio stock, I would stay away from this thing for 6 months and then look at reentry. But I don't see it as that. I see it as a tech stock, and for me to get my hands on it early is going to be, I think, great. Over the next 90 days, if I see 30% on it, I'd be thrilled. There's not a lot of people. I don't hear a lot of people talking about Abcl either. If I get in at 20, I'm going to evaluate at 90 days. So that doesn't mean I'm going to exit. I'm going to evaluate. If this thing looks like it's going to be the next Biogen MGen kind of thing, where you can expect this puppy to run to the IIB sitting around $240 a share. I'll if it looks like it's going to make good steady growth over the next 5 years, I'll probably just hold it. Now let's take a look at where Palantir is today based off of its IPO, right? PLTR. It is not public yet. Nope. It's IPOing today, so it'll go public later today. Palantir here, though, guys. So Palantir opened on the market. $9.50. Today it's $30. Now I don't know that this does the same thing, but so the thing is, again, because they're not developing the drugs, right? The drawdown on it is significantly less than most bio stocks, right? So it's not like Abcel is working on its drug of XYZ to treat XYZ. Abcel is instead working on Merck's drug for XYZ to do XYZ. Now, the first few companies that they work with, obviously, they are going to want to see some fairly successful numbers in order to reassure people that this tech is sound. But given the people that are behind this thing, people that are giving it the nod, people that are looking at it and saying this is amazing, and the fact that there are others already in this industry, I think the drawdown is relatively small for the potential upside. So do some quick reading. Definitely check it out. Do your own due diligence, guys. I highly recommend that. I think Martini, you had videos of an S1 breakdown on this? I think if you go to Martini's YouTube, guys, you'll see that there's a...
What?
You did an S1 breakdown on Abcel?
No, I just touched it last night.
Okay.
We basically sat with Chawu and understood things. And by the way, I get you think it's completely tech, but it's not completely tech. When we went through the S1, they say one of their core competencies is mouse modeling, and they have a pretty big acquisition of a subsidiary that isn't all tech. So I don't know. I haven't gone through it. Chawu last night went through more of it and sent me like basically his diary that I have to fucking read today. So
okay, yeah. Chawu and I were talking first thing in the morning, and we were both pretty stoked about it. Ooh, that Prime Gaming sub! Thanks so much for that, WGD118. Yeah, no, guys, I am. Yeah, I'm bullish on it. Like I don't know what else to say. That's a TLDR on it. Peter Thiel's on it. PayPal Mafia's on it. I like what I'm seeing. That their first company was Eli Lilly. Eli Lilly doesn't fucking throw things to chance like that, especially when we're talking its COVID vaccine. That's big money. Eli Lilly knows that's big money for it, right? So that it paired with this company to get this done is a huge boost of confidence for me. Yeah, it's a huge boost of confidence on that company. All right, guys, I'm just going to grab some water and coffee. I will be right back 2 seconds. If you guys have tickers you want me to take a look at, I'm happy to do that. And we are going to keep watching for this thing to go live, as well as for SHG to come out of halt. What's interesting is I see SHG trading. Well, there's a bid ask on it, I guess. There's bid asks on it, but it's still not out of halt. So I'm very interested to see what happens with SHG as it comes out of its halt today. But I will be right back. Water, coffee.
So yeah, I feel like it was a stupid YOLO Rita for Neo, but
All right. Let's go back to the scanners here and see what's moving. TPGY. The camera, she died. I did order a new one. I do have a Razer cam coming, guys. But again, gotta wait on the Amazons to get it to me. All right, this one's kind of interesting. This FRSX. Seeing a lot of volume here. Hmm. It's based out of Israel. Looks like they're doing a lot of work in Asia, Japan, China. FRSX. I mean, that's a big jump today from 140 to $2. Open 260, fell back down to 207. Hmm. Do 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 do. I heard it. I heard it. I'm just trying to reply to some emails. Toxic Mantis with that sub. Lots of subs today, guys. Friday's a good sub day, I guess. That's fantastic. Okay, just trying to get all my funds in place here, guys, for the Abcl later today. Um, do. What are you guys watching today? It's Friday. I know a lot of people took a beating this week, so what are you guys watching today? Are you in? Okay. Do. Man, I cannot trade and play Cyberpunk at the same time. I would kill my computer. I'm positive of that. Uh, it would die. Palantir headed for 32. Nice. I did a small dip on Lemon. Lemonade has been doing quite well, actually. Okay, so I've got almost almost 9 grand in buying power here. I'm actually tempted to. No, we don't know the timing. I'm tempted to just exit this NSL play. It's done absolutely nothing. Okay, so I've got the 9 grand. TPIC. Don't know that company. TPIC. Composite wind blades. 9K in waiter? No, I exited 2,600 shares of waiter. this morning to free up some additional capital to throw at Abcl today. Damn, look at Disney go. What? I heard there were big announcements yesterday. Disney announcements. What was the news? Announcer confirmed. Okay, so Ahsoka with Rosario Dawson. So that's going to be a new series. Yeah, Triton. YOLOing options to play more equity. Definitely not going to happen. Rangers of the New Republic. So this is a short-term series that's going to bring a whole bunch of different parts together for something kind of cool. Andor. Oh, cool. This is from the Rogue One story. Very cool. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah, Ewan McGregor. We knew that one was coming. The Bad Batch. Oh, that's kind of fun. A Clone Wars spin-off. Animated short films to show different parts of the Star Wars universe that you haven't seen before. Lando's getting his own TV series, The Acolyte. Story about droids. It's got to be for kids. Willow. Interesting. So this will be a TV series that follows the movie. And then Marvel, we've got WandaVision, The Falcon, and Winter Soldier. Loki, What If. Man, this is it. They're moving out of films and into TV series. Holy crap. She-Hulk, Moon Knight, Ironheart. That is nuts. Disney's just said, screw it, we're out of theaters. What AMC should be dying on this news. What is AMC doing today? AMC is tell me it's green, right? Tell me it's green. Is it not on here? There it is. It's down a little bit today, but not really. Thoughts on IVR? Yeah, my thoughts on IVR Fury are going to stay pretty much the same. That ETFs are just kind of not my bag. There, if I see something that looks really good, but for the most part, I don't play ETFs. I don't know that I have. AMC is now green. There's no way AMC should be green today. None. But I guess I get it. People read the headline of like they got $100 million lifeline. They're going to survive. That $100 million lasts them 2 weeks. That gives them 2 weeks. And on top of that, to get that $100 million loan, they had to sell an additional 20 million shares of the company. I don't. Yeah, that's not great news for Netflix. But I mean, Netflix has got its own bag of stuff coming down the pipeline, I'm sure. I think this is just more indicative of the sector as a whole. When a big player like Disney is essentially saying, we're just going to double down on streaming and, movie theaters are a thing of the past for us. Okay, cool. That's great. I'll take that. I mean, as a medium, I actually do prefer TV series over films. It allows you to develop the story a lot deeper. You get more interaction with the characters. Obviously, you get more, right? If you think about it, okay, well, a Star Wars film is what, 2.5 hours runtime. Not the old ones, but the newer ones, 2.5 hours. Okay, Mandalorian season one was 12 episodes, like 45 minutes apiece. So you're looking at 8 hours. Just watch the Mandalorian all the way through, and you got a really solid 8 hour long Star Wars movie, right? Spy a little bit green, and then came back down. Neo got beaten up this morning. Still beaten up. A little bit of a recovery, but does it go back to 45?
If
Hmm.
it does, be like, okay, well, just close my terminal for the day. Sorry, take my profits and close my terminal for the day. I hate myself for taking this though.
Yeah, well, kind of what I like, what Disney acknowledged right at the gate that the problem with putting an entire series out like Netflix does, or Netflix has in the past, of like, well, here's all of season one, is people binge watch that season, right? And then they dip until the next season is available, and that doesn't retain the viewer base very well. But what Disney's doing here is like if you want to see all of Mandalorian season two, they're releasing an episode a week. There's 12 episodes. That's 3 months. You've got to keep your Disney Plus, right? And now by introducing all these other TV shows, as you cycle these TV shows in, and it's weekly, you're getting these episodes. What it allows people to do is it's not exactly like old TV where you got to show up at 5 o'clock every night to watch the episode or whatever, but that slow, steady release drip allows you to, or whether it allows you to or not, what you don't realize is that that's the hook. That's what's keeping you with your Disney Plus membership, is that steady, consistent drip of content that you love. And Mandalorian's done. Well, that's okay because Ahsoka's new season just dropped. I'm going to start into that. And here we go again. Oh, what's up next? Oh, looks like WandaVision is out. So now I can switch over to Marvel and switch it up a little bit. Oh, WandaVision's done. Well, that was fun. Now I'm going to head over to Willow. Oh, Willow TV season just dropped. It's really that consistent drip, and you just get hooked to that weekly, like, oh, there's a new episode out on Disney Plus. I'm going to go watch it. And when it comes time at the end of the month, well, do I cancel my Disney Plus subscription? It's like, oh, I'm halfway through the season of that show, and I'm really liking it. And then, yeah, that's exactly it. Plug me in. Plug me in. Okay, what do we got here? We got New York Post. Apollo is circling AMC as theater chain scrambles to stay afloat. That would be amazing. So what it's saying here is that there's three firms that are encouraging AMC to declare bankruptcy, which that would make my day. Absolutely make my day. The theater chain also admitted the $100 million loan won't keep the lights on past January. Shocker. It's like anybody that's read anything on AMC already knew that shit. It'll need it at least another $750 million in cash to stay afloat through the next year. What does a leap look like on this? Because this smells like a bankruptcy inbound. January 2022. Oh, these are actually not that expensive. If you think it's going to go down to $1. I think I like this better than...
Well, good morning, ladies and gents.
Good morning, good morning.
Oh, fun programming time.
Okay, I'm just going to leave this here, I guess. See if I can't get that to close. Kodak I don't want to get rid of. That's $40 there. I don't really want to get rid of that. No, that's green. I have no idea what TGHTSX 214 is. Yeah, I have no idea. Microsoft is tech guys. I don't typically trade tech. I say that as I'm waiting anxiously for Abcl to drop. But I don't typically trade tech. All I know is I really like Microsoft into their Q4 earnings, so into February, June. What it does daily or weekly, damned if I know.
Is that dropping today?
Abcl, yeah. I mean, I do find it interesting that on these, what we're seeing is the PayPal Mafia is coming in much lower than some of these other ones where it's like, let's go to 50 and 80 and 150. Palantir opened at $9.
Yeah, 9 or 10, right?
Yeah. Like it didn't come out the gate with, we want this massive valuation. Even at $20, I don't know that Abcl is really being insane, right? Like I think that by coming in at that low number, you just give it so much opportunity to go. StockTwits SLS. Cellus Life Sciences Group. I've read on this before. That is quite the drop. So let's take a look what the results actually were. Okay. So over the last 5 days, though, it ran from $3 to 18. Yeah, I think if this balances out, it'll probably come back to around that 15 range. But again, there's lots of great stuff out there today, but yeah, Disney is increasing its sub price by $1. The thing that really interested me with Disney, all the content looks great, but they had discussed a 2-tier pricing system, which is something that I've been advocating for Netflix, that Netflix should be on top of for a while now. But the idea with Disney will be this. It could be 2-tier, it could be 3-tier. A 2-tier system would look like Disney Plus and then Disney Plus Plus, Disney Plus Premium, which would be you get access to theater releases as well as everything that drops on Disney Plus. Now with the 3-tier system, it would look like Disney Plus, so just your typical Disney Plus membership. Then you get Disney Plus TV, which is the ESPN, all of those other TV properties that Disney has, and then Disney Plus Premium would be the whole kit and caboodle with film stuff as well, which would be kind of interesting, I think. At the very least, I think that new pricing system is a step that these streaming services have to start to take. That there has to be tiered pricing. That would mean that they 100% absorb Hulu at that point. Yeah, I mean, I think the first step that they take would be the 2-tier, and then they would look at introducing a 3rd-tier pricing, if the 2-tier goes well. But I know when you provide people that option of there's a package that would you pay $10 more a month for, I mean, what's Disney Plus now? 16, $17 a month? Would you pay $30 a month if it meant that not only did you get to see all these great TV shows that are coming out on Disney Plus, but you also get to see all the movies that would have come to theater in your home on launch? I'd probably pay more. I know a lot of families out there that would pay more because when you do the math on it, right, of like, oh, well, if I went to the theater with my kids to see these movies, it would cost me 10 times as much, right? Yeah, I mean, I got 8 kids kicking around. I think if that happened, it would be there. Yeah, I know. People keep popping in here and saying CLSK, right? Yeah, this is the green energy heading into Biden. I did see news yesterday that was kind of intriguing. So we all know that Texas's Attorney General filed the lawsuit to the Supreme Court, right? But there were additional states that have now joined the lawsuit. So what you have right now is this really interesting landscape playing out here where Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, South Carolina, Utah, and Texas are suing Georgia, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, um, are suing over the results, I should say, of those states. Um, it's really interesting to see what's going to happen here. I mean, it's a possibility, Triton, for sure, but I lean more into Abcl knows what they have, and if it's proprietary and it works, then it doesn't need to sell itself out. Now, Peter Thiel's never been opposed to uh, making money. So, I mean, if he can sell it and make money on it, that's fine, but he'll get a buyout on it. And a buyout means a payday for the investors. So I'd be down with that. Apparently, there's more than 6. There's 17 attorney generals that are on this thing. Okay, let's see what we got here. So the 17 states that are currently on this lawsuit are Alabama, Florida, Kansas, Missouri, Louisiana, South Dakota. Notably, the 2 Republican attorney general battleground states that Trump lost, Arizona and Georgia, are not a part of the brief. Meanwhile, the attorney generals of Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Georgia have asked that the Supreme Court reject this. Interesting. SPY is dying? It was lower earlier today.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's dying.
It's a decent decline. I'll give you from 365.80 to 364.80, but I think we go green on the SPY by the end of the day, guys.
Man, it is only 0.5%. And look at what happened yesterday.
Where are we with Pfizer?
Pfizer's down.
I meant more so with the approval.
Oh, just from mainstream media today, it sounds like yes, it will get approved, but there's no timeline.
The blessing of these experts means that the agency will likely okay the vaccine's use, paving the way for healthcare workers to begin getting shots next week. So the FDA is expected to grant an emergency use authorization on Saturday. I don't know. I think we see a buy up on the SPY in the end of the day, guys. This is what everybody's been holding their breath for. This is what everybody has been waiting for. Is this?
I don't know. I almost feel like this is just like all the other setups. It's buy the room or sell the news. Is the fact that we know it's pretty much going to happen, people are selling off. I don't know.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I'm glad that Abcl is still saying it's going to be $20. I want to take a look at the casino portfolio that we built out here because I think casinos are coming due. What does an LBS look like? Was there an estimated time? What we've been seeing is anywhere from 12:30 to 1:30 is typically when the IPOs have been dropping. So
So this one got everyone hot and bothered.
kinda want. I mean, I don't think that you get 20. I mean, it's definitely a YOLO. I guess you could just put the order in for sure and see what you get. Waiter's up a little bit today. Mara's down again. It looks like Mara's going to be a long hold here. DGLY. Where is it? DGLY. It uses AI to try to find cures for diseases. I guess is the quickest TLDR I can get on it. If you missed the earlier spiel. Man, oh man, oh man. BCRX is trending up 8%. Interesting. All right, 2 seconds. I'll be right back, guys. Guys, with IPOs, nobody other than the company and the exchange know exactly when it's going to go live. It's just speculation. If you see somebody saying it's going live at this time, I immediately call bullshit. They don't know. It's a guess at best. Disney up 12% today.
Interesting. Disney was a play for today. It was a 3-day setup. Now this will be interesting. Arc G and Neo were the buy the dip setups. I don't know what those are doing.
Martini, are you there? Just checking the New York Exchange to see if there's anything there. Mm-hmm. Senate is voting on the defense bill right now. I'm definitely going to go check that out. U.S. Senate. Hopefully, they just push this thing through.
Are there any senators in the chamber wishing to vote or wishing to change their vote? See none. On this vote, the yeas are 84, the nays are 13. 3/5 of the Senate duly chosen and sworn, having voted in the affirmative, the motion is agreed to.
Madam President?
Great.
The senator from Oklahoma.
Madam President, I ask unanimous consent that the post-cloture time on conference report to accompany H.R. 6395 expire at 12:30 today.
Is there objection? Without objection.
Good.
All right. So that went through. Great. Like now the president just needs to sign it. So this is where rubber meets the road here. So it's interesting that they're named Times 2020 Person of the Year, given that they have not yet done anything. I always find these nominations very interesting. So that Biden and Harris received 2020's Person of the Year for what? Now, I'm not saying Trump should have got it, but what about somebody like Fauci? Give it to Fauci. Like, how about Musk? Elon Musk goes to space. No time of the year for him. Like, yeah, Papa Powell. Come on. This makes no sense to me. Yeah, I mean, nah. That link is taking forever to load, man. Bad gateway. Yeah, I feel like that's the lane reward. Oh, what's the ticker? PRMO? Tilted. Hmm. CNK is up 7.5% right now. So that's doing well for my elite. Yeah, I'm not interested. SHG is the play for me. But I do like Primo at 9 cents. That they're what's the name of the company again? It's not Primo. Primo is who they're partnered with. What's the name of the Mariana Core? Primo Nutraceuticals Walmart. Yeah, I mean, Facebook just continues to get beaten down. It seems like we get more bad news on top of more bad news on top of more bad news. I probably, in my opinion, my gut says that I wouldn't go anywhere near that. SHG is a teledoc CBD and clinic owner across the U.S. Can't argue with dollars. Dollars is dollars, man. If you're green on it, great. I'm happy for you. So these are the 3 halts that I'm watching right now. I am tempted actually to. ABCL. Yeah, it won't let me. It won't let me touch Primo.
Crimson. I don't know if you're in stream or not. I'll respond in chat.
Yeah, he can hear you.
Yeah, I see that. So the rule of allowing a buy day being the same day as a sell day, I treat those as separate transactions for the algorithm statistics. In reality, if it was real and it flagged again, I just wouldn't close the position, knowing it had another buy signal. But based off of the criteria, the only way that I could see that happening is if we had a buy on a Friday for some reason, and then, you know, that sentiment on that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday kind of popped back up. I could see where Monday could be another buy. So it'd be a weekend issue.
Ooh, are we talking about your spreadsheet?
We are, and I have been knee deep in phishing Swaggy Stocks API and trying to program this to where I can just run a JavaScript on their page every day, and it will just tell me the tickers and what setups. A little unsuccessful, but successful at the same time. Long story short, what I found out, what they calculate their comment percentage values is not good. So what he's doing is he's scraping Wall Street bets and he's getting comment volume, and he does it multiple times a day. I'm guessing 4 times a day at like 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 6 in the afternoon, evening, and then midnight. And he gets a percentage of comment volume every time he scrapes. So let's say like Tesla's 20% in the morning, 24% in the afternoon, and 29% in the evening. He then, rather than evaluating total comment volume across the whole day and a percentage across the whole thing, he just averages those daily parses into a number.
I don't know what you mean average.
They're not weighted. So let's say, yeah, Tesla had 20% of the comments at 6 a.m., but there's only 1,000 comments. But by noon, there's 10,000 comments and they had 28%. So obviously that average would be much higher across a day aggregation, right?
No, not necessarily the average, but the bulk numbers is actually more, right?
Correct. So instead of being...
I'm not getting it, but okay.
If I had a whiteboard.
If you have 100 people talking about stocks in the morning, right? First thing in the morning, 28 of those 100 are talking about whatever the stock is, right? But then at lunch, you've got 10,000 people talking about it, and you've got 2,800 of them talking about Tesla.
That's still 28% across the board.
Right, but 2,800 people talking about it instead of 28 people talking about it is much more significant, right?
But it still averages out to 28%.
That's not an average. Okay, so hold on. Don't use the word averages out. Just say it's a percentage, because average is a very specific calculation, right? So
correct, and I'm using the word average because I want to make that assumption, right? So,
but that isn't an assumption. It's not what he's doing. I mean,
okay, let's use nice fat round numbers here. If in the morning we have 100 people talking on Wall Street bets and 10 of them are talking about Tesla, that's a 10% rate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Lunchtime, you have 10,000 people talking. We're going to say you have 10,000 people talking, and we have
what? Tesla or the whole thing?
The whole thing. But then you have 300 of those people talking about Tesla. I'm sorry, let's say 3,000. That's a 30% rate, right?
Yeah.
So here's where the flaw is. In a real average calculation, you would take the 10,000 plus the 100. Your total talk volume is 10,100, and Tesla's total talk volume is 3,010. And then you would find out that it's like whatever 30.1% or something like that, some stupid thing.
Okay.
He's doing it. No, he's doing it right. That's
not what he's doing.
So that's what I'm saying. You're doing it wrong. Whatever you're proposing right there, that's not how.
Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna put it in chat. To what Crimson just said, he's taking, every time he parses, he gets an average number. He is taking that average number.
He's not doing averages. There are no averages. There are just percentages.
Okay, let me rephrase.
Where he's doing averages.
Okay, that's where I haven't gotten to yet. So, okay, he gets a percentage of talk volume multiple times per day. Let's say four times a day he gets percentage. So he gets a 14% in the morning, a 20% in the midday, a 17% in the afternoon, and then a 25% in the evening, right? Those are the total talk volumes. What he's doing is he's taking those 4 numbers and getting an average of those 4 numbers for the daily talk volume. They're not weighted. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it doesn't have to be weighted.
But it does, because if 14% of 1,000 versus 20% of 10 million.
Well, it depends on what's statistically significant. You know, is percentage of people talking important, or is volume of people talking important? Because when you weight it, then you're saying that volume is more important.
I feel like volume is more important, but I mean, I don't know this guy's strategy. No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said feel. I feel like volume is more important from what I know about people, but his results speak for themselves. So whatever he's doing
is working.
Personally.
So
I'm not going to argue against it, because whatever he's doing is working. I would just be interested. I haven't put nearly the time that you put into it. I haven't put any time into it, Stoby. So whatever time you've put into it is awesome.
What I'm trying to say is his evaluation of saying for today, December the 11th, 24% of Wall Street Bets is talking about Tesla is statistically inaccurate based off his calculation. That's all I'm saying. Whether it's right or wrong, mathematically speaking, it is incorrect.
No, it's not incorrect. It's just a different way. There's nothing.
That'd be the same thing of saying, like, I made 5% on a trade where I made $100 versus I made 2% on $1 million trade.
No,
that's the same thing.
Different. It's not the same thing.
But the money is comment volume.
Plenty of data is quoted without weighting. Plenty of it. It just means you need to say it is not weighted, you know? Like, for example, there are a lot of this is how they trick you in finance, right? A lot of returns are quoted in averages that are not weighted, right? Have you guys ever seen a time-weighted return?
Yes.
Do you see them often?
No.
Oh, weird.
Well, not weird, but yeah. I understand why I don't see them often.
It's sarcastic weird.
That was really mad. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying nothing's incorrect about it, because lots of people do it. So I would just say, you know, it's not what you think it is, because I'm just saying, if you're going to compare apples to apples, you have to do it the way the industry does it, and that is the way the industry does it.
I love that you guys are deep diving this stuff, but I just I kind of glaze over because this is far beyond basic bitch now. Like we have evolved past basic bitch, I think, on this.
I'm not proposing that we do it any other way. Okay. All I was stating is what I could see logically or mathematically. The fact is, what they're representing on the chart is not, if you take the whole day's aggregation of comments, is not accurate to the representation that percentage of Wall Street Bets is talking about that stock. Does that make sense? Whether the representation is intended or not, that's what it looks like. On the 10th of December, 25% of Wall Street Bets talks about Tesla. And mathematically speaking, the way he's calculating it is not correct.
There's nothing mathematic about it. It's just
this
is what I've said is data, shit in, shit out, right? Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you think is incorrect or not. It's just the way it is.
I'm dumping that contract.
There's nothing math about it. This is data interpretation. He's doing an appropriate average.
And that's fine.
I tried to dump it.
Nothing
you're dumping Neo?
About it.
If the Qs drop below 299, I'm thinking I'm going to try to take that, actually. I like that way more, especially since we have a and I know SQ everybody flocks to SQQ, but QID it's also ultra short for triple Qs. 1 million print on that thing, so I'm gonna go with the dark pool in this. I'm just saying.
So sorry, did you have Neo calls or puts?
I had calls. It's a loss. I couldn't decide whether to go call or put because it kept going up above and below my entry prices for like whichever I wanted to go call or long or short. But I'm just gonna get out of this thing. It's just too indecisive, and I'm gonna get into triple Qs puts if it drops below that 299 as the YOLO Rita.
Guys, we did see the National Defense Bill get passed through the Senate, 84-13. So now the last step is Trump's signature. Whether he does that today or whether he does that Monday, we will see. He may hold out today and say, I was serious about Section 230 and then break over the weekend to Monday. But the reality is next week, we've got the electoral vote on the 15th. So I think that Monday we see this National Defense Act put through. Trump may try to put on the appearance that he's playing hardball today by saying he's not going to sign it, but I think over the weekend this will get signed, and he'll save face by saying, well, the Supreme Court case from 18 different attorney generals is showing that people are taking it seriously, these fraudulent claims against the election process, and so I'm willing to put this bill through, and we'll address Facebook when I get back into office, something along that lines. But either way, the National Defense Bill did make it through the Senate, guys. That's another positive step for ACRX. It's down 2% today, but for me, that National Defense Bill is all that we're waiting on. That goes through, Army gets to spend, ACRX gets their check. So good news if you're waiting on companies like Raytheon or Lockheed or Uber or any of these companies that have large government contracts. This National Defense Authorization Act is your money coming to market. It's just a matter of time now. That Rita, that ticker I brought up, that aquatic submarine thing,
Oh God.
up 7.5% today.
I hate you.
I should have got in before the close yesterday. I didn't move it. And the bio stock.
Whatever. I stopped arguing with the magic, okay? I'm here.
Along for the ride.
I'm fucking over it. Oh my God.
Do you have a thing or like a video out there that talks about like what type of Roth IRA you want to get or anything like that?
Me or millennial?
You.
Private Roth IRA? No, they're all the same. Are you talking about broker?
Well, because my friend is finally starting to listen to me, and he's like, "Oh, I want to open up one of these like retirement investment accounts," and he doesn't know which one to get. And I'm like, "Well, you're in the U.S., so look into Roth IRAs," but he doesn't know which Roth IRA to get because there's like, there's like a list of 3 of them or something like that.
3 of them, unless he has. Oh, it's because he's looking at if you're self-employed, probably the SEP one or whatever.
Roth traditional rollover.
Yeah. Well, the type is more the tax treatment, not necessarily like type. Okay, I see what he's saying. The best breakdown that I've seen is this Motley Fool one where it's like a 20-page PDF. Yeah. If you are this, do this. It's basically like it. I'll have to look for it.
Do you have someone that's less? Wait, is it by Dave or Tom?
Yeah, it is. So it's fine.
All right, that's fine.
That kind of shit is more a CPA, right? Then you've gone past the investment professional. The investment professional is just saying, hey, you need to shelter your earnings and get tax treatment that's, to save yourself some money. I don't know what kind, because you need to talk to a CPA, right?
Is this
Is Toby still there?
I'm here.
What I think is if it's easy and you want to do it the way, if it takes, not a ton of time and you want to do it the way you want to do it, then do that. But then consider that you're changing the strat, right? It needs its own column.
By no means am I proposing changing the strat. The strat's the strat, what we see on the chart. I am not going to scrape Wall Street bets. I'm not building an API to do that. So I'm not redoing his work. He's already done the work. Yeah. Now, whether I agree with the work or not, that's not to me to decide. I just noticed it. I built a little spreadsheet to explain what I'm trying to explain better, because I don't think I'm doing a good job. In the example I created, he is representing 19% comment volume. Based off total number of comments alone and not averages or anything, it was actually 24% of comment volume. So neither here nor there. The API that I'm trying to build, or the scripting I'm trying to build, is based off his numbers, whether I agree with him or not. It's based off his numbers. It's because and the only reason I found this is the way he represents his data in the chart. You're seeing a single day of a point, but in reality, there are 4 data points behind that are averaging together, which is kind of I don't know why he's doing it that way, but he is.
Abominable Fro, if you want to hop in the Discord, here's the link here. I obviously am not a scrape data program. Like, Martini had to kick the shit out of me just to fill out basic numbers in a spreadsheet. So if you hop in the Discord and you drop Stoby a DM, you two can talk scraping AI data, not basic bullshit, to your heart's content. I will not ever be having these conversations with you guys. I just can't do it.
A lot of the what drove me down this hole is I need to understand the why. I wanted to understand where he got that percentage from based off of what I'm seeing his data points as. And so now that I've done that, I understand it, whether I agree or not. I'm not going to do the work to change it. So here's where we are. I'm using his data. I've redone it. It's just a matter of, can I finish building this algorithm to be able to, in the morning, I could just run his website and it could go over the top 20 stocks. I don't have to go through the charts manually. That's what I'm trying to do. Yes.
Sexy.
And if I can pull it off even more, I can sync up with a buddy of mine who has more programming knowledge than I do, that can build a Discord bot that actually makes a notification of it.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that last part, that basic bitch automation part, like, yeah, I'm all about that.
I'm all about that life. So 2 things. First off, I think, though, when you're at the idea stage of whatever algorithm it is, you need to consult Millennial, because he comes up with some really crazy ideas that if you implement it, most of the time they turn out crazy and profitable, because we've basically gone through this I don't know what exercise like many a times. What the baby portfolio,
Oh, for sure. This is part of me being a nerd and digging down into this stuff. And if I stay busy doing this, I don't day trade. So it's self-preservation right now.
Love it. In positive news, guys, $7 billion in video game sales in November. New record.
Like, new record
all
ever?
Time. All time. $7 billion in a single month. Now, that being said, guys, we had new consoles. We had Assassin's Creed. We had Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. We had a Madden game drop. We had Black Ops Cold War. We had...
Come on.
Watch Dogs Legion. I don't know that that's a big seller, though.
No. Come on, what came out recently?
No. That's December. That's not November. Cyberpunk is December. That's not. And you did have Black Friday. But Black Friday is a year-over-year thing, right? Like every year we have Black Friday. The titles specifically are of interest to me, but Assassin's Creed Valhalla is not a surprise to me that would be a big driver. And that Miles Morales game, although it was a Sony exclusive, looks pretty freaking fantastic. That Call of Duty so consistently produces the top seller is just bonkers to me. Because, I mean, my personal bias, being completely transparent here, every single one of those games feels like it's the same freaking game.
That's because you're not an FPS player. Get out of here. Chat, tell him.
I'm an old school FPS player, like Wolfenstein, Doom.
Yeah, that's why you play Reinhardt.
Yeah, exactly. Chat saying it's the same. Unreal Tournament, yes. See, now we're talking. Quake, not this new Quake, the original Quake. 20 years ago games. Get off me. Classics, that's what they are. Classics. Tesla. Oh, fuck you. All right, guys, let's take a look at Tesla.
You don't have to. I was just.
Here's Tesla. Here's Tesla over the last 10 years. Martini got in here. Oh, you guys can't see it.
Camera's still broke?
Yeah, camera's still broken.
You're so basic.
Okay, so here it is over the last 10 years, and here's somewhere around where Martini got in, way back here.
No, that's not that far.
What? Not that far back?
I can't see your fucking thing.
This is 2012.
Right on the cusp of 2013. You need to go a little further.
Spaghetti has to have parm, hun.
Triple Qs. This one I like.
Oh, Venomous. Semper Fi, he's a Marine. Man, what don't you do? I feel like you and I need to grab a beer, because you're a dad, you work at Amazon, you're a Twitch guy, you've been in the Marines, you like yourself some Disney stock. You and I need to grab a beer next time I'm on the West Coast. This is legit.
Don't do it.
Shut up. Escape from Tarkov is the only recent FPS that feels different. I mean, what's the last? No, I played Doom Eternal. I enjoyed Doom Eternal. I had a lot of fun, but honestly, it just felt like it was an update for me, like a patch.
Rita, triple Q puts are looking really close now.
Redemption's just saying this, guys, because we give him shit if he doesn't say it out loud. And then at the end of the day, we're like, why didn't you tell us? And he's like, I did tell you.
Yeah, I'm just going to take this now. I'm going to take the 295s, I think.
Is it based on a dark pool print?
Yes.
Ooh.
QID 1 million shares. This thing popped up. It's the It's the triple Q's ultra short.
Wait, you're doing a yellow on a triple short?
No, not on the triple short directly.
I was like, Jesus.
No,
that's right. We've gone full degen. We are YOLing on 3x leverage.
That crazy. Rita, look at the thing. It's so freaking slow. It's like a couple cents a piece.
So slow.
No, why would I do that? I'd go to the triple Qs.
Guys, 3x leverage index. No touchy. No touchy. In my opinion, no touchy.
What are you getting?
I'm getting triple Qs. I want to short the short.
You're gonna short.
Yeah.
At the bottom of the day.
I think that's a bad idea.
Waiting for it to. waiting for
Wait
I'm
a
waiting for it
second.
to
I've
break
heard
below.
Neo. I've heard you, Rita, say short the lows.
It's still ridiculous.
I don't disagree, but I remember there was a day you did it, and I was like, nah, and I was wrong.
I needed to breach 299.
Redemption, can I'm just going to throw this out there, okay? And I get it, you've done your non-basic bitch stuff, but you have the National Defense Authorization Act probably going through today or tomorrow. You have emergency use authorization on Pfizer going through tonight or tomorrow. I really think it's going to buy up into the end of the day. Those are two massively positive catalysts. Just for consideration. I'm just throwing it out there for like food for thought.
That's why I'm waiting for it to sleep below. I don't really want to get in before that.
Taking a short against the market right now.
Okay.
I said
There's
below
a
299.
What?
I said below 299.
Oh, okay.
Wait, did you already go in?
No.
No. Hey, Martini, SHG's up another 6% today.
No, I didn't. I'm just kidding.
So, guys, this is SHG over here on the side. I'm going to pull up the last month on this thing. Roscoe, we don't know. I'm sitting here watching that Hope thing, waiting for it to come off. But there's SHG, guys. If you got in a month ago when I got in, you would have got in around 69 cents. Currently, it's sitting at 116. It's getting close to doubling in a month.
The part I hate, the waiting.
Yeah. I have my buy order in. It's locked in, ready to go. It will be one of the largest positions in my portfolio if I get it.
Oh yeah, Millennial. I finally got that elusive full 4-star on tip ranks.
Nice, man. Yeah, no, I'm still sitting at 3 stars. You're kicking the crap out of me now.
Like the transactions that you have are a lot more like better weighted than mine, so I don't know why they're actually weighting me higher.
Because it takes historical into account. That May month that I've got on there, that's just a disaster. That I'm fighting against that.
I was gonna say there's that, and then there's the freaking guys who are like on the top of tip ranks who just play these like nothing but fucking penny stocks. We're getting closer, Rita.
All right, guys. So here's Palantir, guys. Remember when Palantir launched? It launched around that $9 mark, and you had to be just patient with it. And now look at it. Like it's floating that 25 to 30 range comfortably. So PayPal Mafia IPO. They don't seem to be doing what everybody else is doing, which is hoping for these criminal evaluations. Instead, they'll take whatever they get and they just wait. Certera is alive. I didn't look at this one at all. I can bring it up and we can take a look. They're up 34%. What?
I just realized you still had your GIF up, and I was like, why are you making faces into the camera?
See, it works. Just having that moving motion pictures of Millennial there, it works.
Agree.
Come on, dude, you're so close.
I know they are.
Yeah, so Certera is up 37%, guys. This is not massive. I'm definitely feeling that there's a little bit of IPO drain on the market. People have been tapped on it and either taking their profits or they're bag holding. I suspect there's a lot more bag holders than there are winners. Airbnb, let's see how that's doing today.
It's holding.
Yeah, so 3.5% on the day, and it's right around that 150 line. Right
Is
around
Dash-
that 150 line. What's
Where's
Dash doing?
at?
I think Dash came down. No, I don't want Dash in Canada. Ugh. Fuck out of here.
DK indicator still saying it's down, so
Yeah, it's down 7% today. Still holding your Palantir shares at 18. That's the idea, man. Accelerator. That's the idea. Is PayPal Mafia. PayPal Mafia. Imagine being the guy that got into the PayPal IPO, okay? So PayPal's IPOing on the day, and people are like, oh man, I'm going to get it on the day, and you wait, it's going to be huge, it's going to be awesome, I'm going to get into it, and look at me, I'm going to get into it at $40, and it's going to be awesome, and I'm going to sell it $200 a share. What are some of the other ones they've done? Square? Square's PayPal Mafia, right? Do I think it'll go up $20, $30 before the market closes today? I don't think so. But that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a long-term hold. I'm looking for 90-day long-term hold. When I say 90 days and long-term, I know that there are certain people that shudder at that. But for most of you degens that are day traders on these IPOs, I'll be holding this for 90 days at least. When I get into Abcl today, it's a 90-day hold for me. If I see a 30% return, great. If I see a 50% return, even better. If I see a 150% return, fantastic. If it does a 30 to 50% return, depending on what my other positions do, I may exit. If it does a 150% return, I will probably hold it. The 150% return would be like, oh, okay. Bob, to answer your question, no. I do not think it will go up $20 to $30 before the market closes today. No.
so close.
What was the number again
What?
that you're looking for?
Low 299.
In 11 minutes?
Already
Well,
had
Certera
low
just went live.
299s.
Certera just went live, guys. So typically they give these a little bit of space. Volume's dying down on Certera already.
Well, the good, some of the higher strikes are devaluing right now, so hopefully that trend will kind of continue the more time we burn into the day.
Sorry, did you guys go short or long?
For what? We haven't gotten anything.
Okay.
It was close, but I was like,
He's waiting for it to go to 299.
CERT is Certera.
And
it has to break, otherwise I'm not really confident in it.
Snowflake, what is this? What company is this? NIH clinical trial of NID Precision Nanosystems. Yeah, I mean, I still have my iPix holding. I'm still waiting on their Q4 data. SPY slowly climbing. I expect SPY to buy up in the end of the day. I do. You have two major events happening over the weekend. National Defense Authorization Act is going to go through. It has for the last 60 years. Trump's ego is huge. I give you guys that, but it's still going to go through. He has his last ditch attempt to the Supreme Court happening. Yeah, he's going to put this thing through. And then you've got the vaccine approval, which the FDA has indicated that late today or tomorrow is when you can expect to see the emergency use authorization on Pfizer. Again, I'll throw that disclaimer in there, guys. Just my opinion on everything I just said and everything I will say and everything that you hear on here. Even the degens here in Discord, everybody is offering opinion. This is for educational purposes where you hear us shoot the shit and go back and forth. This is no way financial advice, guys. We are not telling you what to do. We would never tell you what to do. In fact, I often tell you not to do what I do. So yeah, there's that. I mean, that's not bad. 40% gain. If you got to insert right off the gate, right? Opened $29.90. 32.75 was the high on it. Let's head over to StockTwits and see what they're saying about Abcl. What kind of conversations are we having here? Bulls or bears? Wait, these guys are saying that it's going to open at $60?
Abcl?
Yeah.
Abcl? So it's gonna be 6 times more expensive than what we thought yesterday? Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
Shitter's full on this shit for me. Like,
yeah, I am not gonna go in on this at $60. That ain't happening. It's a C. It's not an S. It's CERTERA. Certera. Yeah, I am not going to. The moneymakers like to play with this thing out the gate, so I'll see where it opens. If it's going to open at 60, I mean 40. I would have been willing to pay 40 for it. So I'll watch what it does in the first 15 minutes. But if it's going to be up at 60, I'm not paying 60 on it. I'll wait for it to come down.
Abcl just opened up.
Yeah, it's live. $61. 65.
Yeah, no.
yeah, no. Not me.
I'll wait. That's gonna come down. Up 200%? No way. No, thank you.
Shitter's full. Still gonna watch it.
Yeah, I'll watch the shit out of it.
You don't want to be involved in a car wreck, but you always do watch it. Up 69.
That quick in and out, man. That MMO. Where's redemption? Moo.
Momo. The moo.
Yeah, sorry guys, shitter's full. Stock is not worth. They've had one client. They are not worth $70 a share. $20 a share, I'm all over that shit. $70 a share? No way, no how.
It
That
spreads
blue order
$1.
though. Look at that. What's wrong with the market, Chi says?
Everything.
Everything.
So guys, look at the volume here though. This is a big indicator. Look. Look at the volume. Massive volume, nothing. Decreasing. We're about to see a fuck this shit, I'm out candle.
There's been a lot of today, at least. There's been a lot of gold micro prints like GLDM. We're not talking small sizes here. We're talking like, let's see, 450K at 1838, 500K at 1838, 500K at 1836, 500K at 1837. Someone please tabulate this for me. 750K at 1834, and then another recent one at for 1 million at 1834. So that is
Yeah, I am not going anywhere fucking near that. Nope. Hard pass.
for what?
ABCL. Fuck this. Volume is already declining, guys. Now the market starts to play around with this, right? Market makers get at this and go, okay, well, we're not seeing the volume that we would like to see on this. Okay, so
Is that a halted?
It's not going anywhere right now.
Yeah, it's halted. Look at the bid ask. It's $8 wide. Or is that just because it's halted?
It's just halted right now. Yeah.
I'm sorry. So fucking stupid.
no, I'm not going to put it
This
back in the
market
waiter.
is stupid. I can't. Millennial, I can't take it. I can't take it.
Yeah, guys, I definitely would not put it back into waiter. If I'm going to put it anywhere, it's going to be a split between SHG and PNG. That's where I'm going to put those funds.
All right, guys, what's my hot take of the day? Any thoughts?
Hot take of the day. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Stop the ride, I want off. I'm gonna be sick. Is ABCL price too high? Yes. In my opinion. Yes. Way too damn high. So Certera is halted, guys, and ABCL are both halted. Bob, brother, I've spelt it out loud for you 3 times. I'm not going to do it again.
Who's Bob?
He's over on YouTube talking. What do you think about SHG for a buy? I love SHG. I'm a huge fan of it. You know what? I'm just going to do that right now. I'm going to buy this, and I'm buy 5,000 shares of that. And PNG. $6,000 shares of that. I'm not giving up on Wader. I'm just trimming the position. I do. Yep. Every day, 9 a.m. until usually around now. Except for Wednesdays where it's F Wednesdays and I take the day off because the market's always a pain in the ass on Wednesday. But Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 9 a.m. I'm here. I get going. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, LinkedIn. Okay, ABCL is unhalted. It is now back down to 66. What is Vivos? Vivos Therapeutics. Yeah, I see ABCL. It's at 65 now. It's kind of leveling out. Now it's falling down. Certeris still halted.
You know what I think I'm gonna do is with Airbnb, I'm just gonna go in and start selling puts at the price I want to buy. I'm just gonna go over and over and over. I can't pay 150 for this. This is
Nope.
total retardation. I don't like I can't.
I am up $420 on SHG though, so I'm pretty happy about that. And I'm just gonna hold this now. Its uplisting is next week, I believe. So SHG uplisting.
So I guess I'll hold the cash in this account. Fuck.
ABCL's yelling timber. The problem with Abominable is that it's every IPO. People don't even do the due diligence on this shit. It's just an IPO, so they grab it.
Is it unhalted? Yeah, unhalted and it went down. Ooh, scary.
Yeah, it's about to break 60.
Look at the volume. Look at the declining volume. People are fucking exhausted this week from this. They're just wiped. Day after day after day of IPO. They're wiped.
I mean, their accounts are gone.
Different connotation to wiped, but yeah.
I really liked Abcl at 20, guys. I did. I really liked it at 20. At 60, No way. Now the question is, how low do we go? Because there's a bunch of investors there's a bunch of people that thought that this thing looked like it was about to run. They bought in on that second candle at 68, thinking this was another one of these IPOs that was running, and currently they are bag holding. And the question is, when does the exodus begin? When do people say, I am leaving, I am done, and I am leaving?
I'm checking the Google Trends on it, and I'm looking at all the IPOs. I'm putting in all the IPOs and shit like that. And the one that's going up is the one that's like increasing in volume on Google searches, which is Airbnb. Because you said for people, it's comment volume, right, Millennial?
Yeah. Yep. Or at least that's my gut instinct. I don't have data to back that up. My understanding of macro psychology is look for the biggest crowd of sheep, right? I don't care what percentage of the population the sheep is. I'm just looking for the biggest crowd of sheep.
What other IPOs were this week? Can I put in?
DoorDash, C3AI.
C3.ai?
Yeah.
What do you think people would be searching for?
Well, that's the name of the company, C3AI, so I assume that would be it.
Okay.
Airbnb, DoorDash. There was a SPAC that opened the market today.
The searches for Airbnb IPO are literally higher today than they were the day of the IPO.
DWIN IPO'd, and it's a SPAC that IPO'd today.
DWIN IPO. So one thing I learned is people don't know the tickers yet. What is it called?
Delwins. Hold on, I'll put it in Discord here.
Yeah, it's not pulling it up.
There.
What's the ticker to?
DWIN.
DWIN.
.u.
Nice, Dobie. Nope. Did you see how that rejected there at $2.99? It's first.
That is why I took it, and I could get a $2.98 for $24. So yeah.
Roscoe's saying FDMT, Rita.
It still can fail, but I like that entry for resistance.
Roscoe, I just want to make sure FDMT. You're saying FDMT was an IPO this week, Roscoe?
I don't have any more space.
Okay, never mind.
But here,
shitter's full.
Sorry, I can put it in a second, but I put it in Discord. Oh, actually, you know what? I didn't actually put my little cursor on the dates. This is actually not. So it's the 11th today?
Yeah. Yeah, this only goes to the 7th or the 8th, right?
Yeah, 8th. I was taking it as. Okay, never mind. Well, the Airbnb IPO is the most popular as of a few days ago, I guess is what we can say. So, my bad.
Oh, there was a third IPO today. Fuck me. Okay, so there was Certera, Abcl, and this FDMT thing. And this FDMT thing just opened. It's up 76% right now.
Yeah, that one doesn't even show up either.
Yeah, guys,
Let's go to. I'm gonna go to the business real-time trends. Let me see. If anything is there that's of these, since we can't see today.
I like to go to StockTwits to kind of get a feel for, are the retail traders trading this, and there's a lot of people here saying, fuck this, I'm just going to buy Palantir. Why would I buy this at 60 when I can get into Palantir?
Hey, I don't see any of the IPOs on the real-time search trends for business stuff today. Not in the top 30.
Yeah, the sentiment seems to be almost entirely, ain't nobody want to touch this at 60, 20 fine, 60 no way. Seems to be the running sentiment from the masses.
The SPAC they're talking about today is Loveland Blaze Lighting E-Motors, symbol ZEV.
I didn't 3-pick. I'm not paying $60 a share for a stock that I was okay with the evaluation at 20. At 40 I might have considered. There's no way at 60. 60 is 300% over what I'd be willing, what the entry was I had planned. I'm not doing that.
I don't see anything here. Not even in the top 60. I'm not.
Yeah, Palantir is a long hold for me, guys. I'm bullish on Palantir, and I mean, we'll see what happens here with Abcl. It's an interesting stock. It doesn't close the door for me to. It doesn't close the door for me to wait for options to come on this and play it on leaps, but I'm not doing this.
Every IPO that I've seen that goes crazy is in the Google search trends. I don't see anything here. The Airbnb stuff was up here yesterday in top 10. Today, I haven't seen it here. They're talking more about Sedge today than anything. And then next comes, oh, they're talking about my baby Scott's Miracle Girl. Let's go.
Hey, Redemption, assume you're paying attention to cues.
Yep, very intently.
Okay.
What is my SMG doing? Okay, it's not really, the price hasn't really changed. But.
And you talk about SRAC or SRACU. These guys, I am literally, I just get a feeling of it's not anxiety, it's boredom and disgust with SPACs and IPOs. I am literally at that point. I am at that, like, just gag me. I'm done. I'm wake me up when the market wakes up. Like, just set the alarm. Everybody back to reality. Okay, update tip ranks. If we would go back to reality, Tesla needs to go down hard. Careful how loud you say that.
We'll see if this third test can do it.
President Trump calls the Obama administration and Joe Biden's management of the 2009 H1N1 a disaster.
He's been doing that for months. So the analysts on ACRX, currently the targets for ACRX guys, the 4 analysts that are on this, $9, $5, $7 price target for the next 12 months.
So close, Rita. So close.
It wants to break it.
Come on. All right, I'm in.
Expedia is dead today. You're in?
In like
Yeah, we broke below.
Nice.
All right, time to play games.
Oh my god.
And I'm in one.
What?
I'm in a free trade now.
YOLO, Rita.
Oh boy.
I'm up 100%, so now it's a free trade.
What are you in?
I'm in the same thing. I just bought at a different point than redemption. I saw a line. I drew it. I bought when it touched the line.
Get out of here with your lines. The math is
You can say
incorrect.
you front run me.
Fucking lines.
I did front run them, and I'm in a 298 strike instead of a 296. What?
Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I took the 295. Fuck.
You went even further?
God.
Yeah.
What?
It's Friday. It's not fucking Wednesday.
I was gonna say, what is the 295? 10
Well-
cents? Yeah, 10.
Yeah, it was 10 cents a piece. So, Rita, the next dark pool on this thing is down at 294.75, then 294.55.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's quite a big range. Well, the other dark pool on the upper side there was at 302. Basically 303, 6 cents away from 303.
Wow.
But it's quite a deep level. I'm just saying. All right, I'm gonna go eat breakfast, and then I'll be back, and I'm gonna play games. I'll be right back.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
think I'm
Liz.
getting out of here too. I'm pretty much done on the day, I think.
Wait. Oh god. Okay.
Okay, or wait.
I was just okay. I need to get up early. I just like I want to go record and this week is dead. Oh, whatever, because of my migraines. I've given up on it, but I wanted to record YouTube videos before I take the stream for the afternoon, right? It seems the afternoon seems to be working out for me, except next Monday we're going to have to start. I don't know, what is the plan for Monday? What are we doing? Like are we streaming the whole day, starting his schedule, or what are we doing?
I'm going to start first thing in the morning like I always do. I'm going to be on the call. Any thoughts on MMed? I've heard a lot about it. I'm not in it. I don't play it. I took a look at it 2 or 3 times now, and I've never pulled the trigger on it. So there's something there. Off the top of my head, I can't tell you what it is that I don't like about it, but there's something there that isn't jiving for me. Are we all taking over for Stocky? Well, we're going to keep doing our own thing. But yeah, morning call. Stocky's not going to be there. He's going to focus on the baby guys. I'm going to do the same thing that I always do. I'll be there at 9 a.m. I'll hang out with you guys until the afternoon. Martini's going to be doing the same thing she's been doing, which is sometime in the afternoon. She pops in, she takes over, and she runs with it, right? So, and then from there, Martini can pass it to whoever she wants. But I'm going to be here every day doing what I've been doing. I'm happy to have Stocky's crew in here throughout the day if that's what they want to do. But I'm not going to change what we're doing. So nothing's going to change. Yeah, same thing I've always been doing. I'm going to keep doing it. I'll be here for the market open. I'll carry it through.
Is it next week though?
Yeah, it is next week. It is next week. He did confirm that this morning.
This
on the
coming
call.
week. Next week would be
Monday. As of Monday, he's
Monday.
not here. So yeah, guys, Monday I will be around. We may have Stocky's crew joining us, but either way, we're going to keep doing the same thing that we always do. So that will be that. Don't be too shocked one way or the other if you see a lot of people show up and a lot of people leave. But with that being said, I'm going to send you guys all over to Stocky, and you guys can give him a congratulations on the baby deal. Okay, so 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulate that stock guy. Show him the beaver. Later.